Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Saturday. I just got back from the pool. Look, my hair is still wet. Ooh, I love when my hair gets like super white. Here, I think I'm just gonna not have my hat on for this vlog today. How are you guys? Look, I gotta pose for a thumbnail. Weekend update. Weekend update in Miami. That should be the title for my vlog today. Okay, I have to tell you, we're gonna have to try something new over here today. I decided, okay, we're gonna have to try something new because last night I stayed up till like 3:30, you guys, and I would go over to the computer. Well, the computer's right here because Alex told me, he goes, you need to unplug your, I keep my computer plugged in always. And he goes, that's why your computer battery is always dead and it's overheating and stuff. So he's like, you need to unplug your computer. Have you guys seen my new computer? Well, I showed it on my Peter Desktop channel, but this is my new computer right here. For those of you that don't believe that I actually put it together, I think I brought it with me. Isn't she so pretty? She is though, I love her so much. And look at my screensaver. Look, I didn't even put my screensaver on here, but look, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like, you can't really see it. It's oceans. It's like an ocean beach scene. Should so be my life. But anyway, we're gonna have to try something new because, so last night when Alex, okay, I vlogged before Alex got back. He actually left early last night too. He got back here at about 11:45 last night, I think, is when did he text me last night? Because I said, are you really coming back early? He watched Eric Pride's, I can never pronounce that guy's name. Who called me? He watched Eric Pride's set and then he left early. What is going on here? And then he went over to the main stage. So then he was like, he stood in the back. He didn't go into like the VIP section. He just like stood at the back of like general admission. And then he came back over here so when did he text me last night and said that he was coming back? Hold on a second. I really like my new reading glasses, by the way. Can we just talk? I know that they're kind of cheesy. People are probably like, I like them. He texted me, and I texted him, and I said, just got done vlogging. I said, are you still going strong, babe? And that was at 11:35. He said, haha, yeah, walking back towards the main stage exit. And that was at 11:36. And then I said, are you coming back to the room now? And he said, and that was 11:41. And then he sent me this picture of himself, and that was when he was standing in the, I know you can't see it, standing in the back of the thing. He said, not yet, standing in the crowd on the main stage. And he said, now I'm walking back. And that was at 11:45. So he didn't even, and I said, okay, I'm getting my vlog up now and jumping in the shower. And so then when he came back, we ordered food last night. He got a cheese pizza. Look, the box is still here. I don't think he ate all of it this morning. He got a cheese pizza. I got a Beyond Burger with truffle fries, and they were delicious. It was so good. And we watched, here's the remains of this pizza. The remains of the day. We got ranch too. I got them for my fries. And well, they gave me fries with my burger, and then I ordered truffle fries, so we have so many fries. So he ate my fries that came with my burger, and then I ate my other fries. The truffle fries. He doesn't like truffle fries. Isn't that weird? I love truffle fries. I love truffle anything. But anyway, let me put I'm trying to be so good with my reading glasses and keep them in my little cases and stuff. But anyway, okay, here's what I'm trying to do. So last night, we ate, and like I was uploading the vlog. It takes like so quick to render on this new computer. Like it renders really, really quick. Are there scratches on this new computer already? I can't keep anything nice. Anyway, so, like before I even got in the shower, like it was uploading. So that was before midnight. We ordered the food and stuff like that. Well, when I started uploading it, it said like an hour and 36 minutes. And I was like, oh, like that's totally, okay, the Wi-Fi's back to normal. I don't know why the Wi-Fi. Yesterday I filmed a drama video, a Peter Desktop video, and a review video. I was gonna film a drama video today. I might when I get done with this, but I don't think so. I think I'll just probably, you know, like wait till next week or something. But anyway, maybe, we'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is supposed to rain all day long. So if it rains all day long tomorrow, today was supposed to rain too. Do you guys want to see? It is absolutely beautiful outside today. It was supposed to rain all day today, and look. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Somebody asked if we have a balcony. Yeah, we have a balcony out there. It's a real small balcony. I was looking at the pool today, and it's like all of that. So this is like a corner suite. All of the regular rooms have huge balconies, but this has like, it's just a little small. I mean, Alex never goes out on the balcony anyway, so it's just like this little corner balcony. It's nice for me to sit out there. I haven't really sat out there a whole lot. I usually do, but I haven't. Last night I did to read my book a little bit, and I did today to drink my orange juice. I got my orange juices. Like that book, that Matt Haig book, The Life Impossible, if you're my age, I think if I had read it when I was younger, I think I would have loved it, but I don't think that it would affect me the same way that it did reading it at my age. I don't know, like, and she's like in her 60s in her book. But it just really, like, I already am somebody that appreciates the small things in life, but it taught me to even, just, now I look forward to, like, a glass of orange juice. I know that that's, like, I can't even explain, like, you have to read the book to understand what, like, a glass of orange juice, it doesn't represent anything in the book. She just goes to the store every day, and she gets, like, a small little baguette of bread, like, fresh tomatoes, mayonnaise, and she, like, that's all she has in her refrigerator. And she gets fresh orange juice every day and makes that with coffee. I don't know why, like, that just simple ritual, like, for me, like, that just makes me so happy. But anyway, so, so then we sat right here and we ate, and you can turn the TV around. I don't know if you guys can see it. Do you guys want to see? Here. Look at this fanciness. You can turn the TV around. So we watched, we watched the end of, it was like the last 3 minutes of Jimmy Kimmel. That was like the only thing on. And, oh, he just texted me back. He just loved it. And it was Chris Robinson who did an album for, like, Otis Redding. And so he did, like, a cover of Otis Redding. And then Alex was, like, looking for something else to find. I said, oh, Judge Judy comes on. Let's watch Judge Judy. I love Judge Judy. I saw this thing the other day. Is this, like, real? I had not seen this before. Is this, like, a fake meme? Okay, I saw this thing. Hold on a second. I want to see Judge Judy standing up. I have a success I have to tell you guys. Like a weight journey success, and I also have to tell you it's gonna, like, some of you out there will totally get my success. You'll be like, oh my god, I so relate to that. Like I told Alex last night, he was like, really? Unless you've experienced it, like, it won't mean anything to you. But, like, for me, I was, like, so excited about it. Judge Judy standing up. Okay, I saw this thing the other day. What is this? Oh, this is the thing I saw. It was this TikTok. Okay, apparently, is this, like, real? People are posting these pictures of Judge Judy. And she's got, like, for real, like, this Kardashian butt. Like, is this, like, real? Or are people faking this? Is this, like, AI? So there's, like, this TikTok that's going around, and they're calling her Judge Booty. Judge Judy Booty or something. Judge Judy is my Lord and Savior, it says. This picture is going around. Is this, like, for real? She got some junk in the trunk, Judge Judy. Okay, I'll live for that. I mean, it's, like, everywhere. Look, I just looked it up. It's, like, everywhere. Anyway, I don't know if it's a meme. Is it just a meme? So anyway, so we watched Judge Judy last night. So we started watching it, and Alex we were like 2 minutes into it, and I said, she's gonna get really pissed at this woman here in a second, and she's gonna say this, and she's gonna rule in the favor of this person for this. And then Alex, he just laughed. He never watches it. I, like, watched Judge Judy religiously through the years. What was the other one before that? People's Court. And so, at the very end of it, Alex goes, how did you know? And I go, if you watch Judge Judy enough, she's like, you can tell who she's had it with, like, real quick. So we watched that, and then, okay, when we go on vacation, you know Alex is, like, his favorite show of life is Gossip Girl, but next, a close second to that, probably a tie. There are so many boats down here on the river, look. Look at all these boats down here. Anyway, oh, and by the way, that bridge does go up, that I told you that doesn't go up, it does go up. So, after that, we watched, I was gonna vlog from the bed. Do you see I have the table over there? That's where I put the little traveling fan. The traveling fan that I bought, that one's actually really pretty good. And I charge it all day long, and then it's at 100% when I turn it on. And last night I slept 8.5 hours, you guys. That's like the most sleep I've had consistently, and I can't even tell you, probably over a year. So anyway, I needed it. I got good sleep last night. So after that, Alex was like, he goes, oh my god, Friends is on, it's a marathon. It's always a Friends marathon. So he's like, oh my god, and this is such a good episode. It's the episode where, I've never seen this episode before, and I didn't watch it. I didn't. I called Tanya and Nikki. Anyway, Nikki was like making the cake for her son because it's his birthday today. She was like, all he wanted was like a vanilla cake with sprinkles. And she said, this cake is so ugly. I said, she's like, but it's what he wanted. I said, Nikki, I think it's so cute. I thought she did a really nice job. And she said it has blue icing in the middle of it. I thought it was so cute. Anyway, so I was just telling them about my night and stuff like that. But anyway, they were telling me how their nights were. But anyway, and then after that, oh, so I went over, like, when I got done eating, we were laying in bed and we were watching Friends, or Alex was watching. I was kind of flipping through my phone. And so I told you guys this yesterday if you didn't watch my vlog from yesterday, but I hardly got on my phone at all at Ultra. I'm not a big phone person anyway. I know that probably surprises people, but I'm really not. And I'm trying to, like, really just live in the moment and not be on my phone as much. Like, in situations where I would always take my phone, I'm trying to, like, not take my phone. Unless it's, like, I think I might need it for an emergency. I'm just trying to really kind of, like, detach from my phone a lot. I don't know. Like, doing what I do, it's hard to do that because I have to look up stuff online and whatever, like, for my drama channel and whatever, but I don't really check in. Like, if you DM me, you'll know that, like, on Instagram, like, I mean, hours ago. I mean, I just might go in there sometimes, but, like, I won't sometimes read DMs for, like, like, twice a day or something like that. But anyway, so I was laying in bed and I was looking at that. He said this is, like, one of his favorite episodes. He says it about all the episodes. So when we're on vacation, we like to watch Friends in the hotel room. It's kind of like our bonding show. It started years ago because I hadn't really ever seen Friends. It's not, I still don't love it. But I think I got some more sun today. So many people yesterday were like, I cannot believe you've been at the pool one day and you got so much sun. I don't know how I did, honestly. We were there that day from like 10 to 2, and I didn't realize I had gotten that much sun. I feel like my arms are really tan. So anyway, my legs are pretty tan too. I was kind of surprised. Tan legs! Anyway, so when he came back, he took a shower because he had glitter everywhere. And he, like, started sitting in the bed. I said, babe, please don't get glitter everywhere in this room. I said, just because he started laughing. He went and took a shower. I was like, I'll order the food. What do you want? He was like, I want a pizza. I said, you don't want any fries? He goes, no. I said, well, I'll get probably extra fries with mine so you can have as many as you want. So anyway, so I ordered the food. I had taken my shower and everything like that. I think I had showered and everything by the time he got ready. Well, I kept on checking the computer, and it was like 2%, 5%. I was like, okay, this is slow, but it's not as slow as it usually is. I was checking it like every 5 or 10 minutes. And I was like, this will be done in like 2 hours. And it said like 1 hour and 36 minutes when I first started uploading it. And I thought, okay, even if it takes 3 hours, this was at like midnight, I was like, I'll stay up till 3 o'clock, so it'll be up tonight. Well, when I talked to Tanya and Nikki last night, and then I went, like, after, like, I went outside because he was watching the show and called them. When I came in, it was at like 15% when I went outside, and this was like 40 minutes later, and I came back inside and it was at 15%. I was like, so then because I said something to him, he goes, well, sign out of the Wi-Fi and sign back in. I said, I'm afraid if I do that, then it'll, like, even the 15% that's up, it won't go. So anyway, needless to say, by like 3 o'clock in the morning, it was at like 55%. I was like, I can't stay up all night and do this. And this, I don't know what it is during the day that the Wi-Fi is better here, but it's fine. So I was like, and to be honest with you, like, coming back from Ultra and stuff like that, like, I'm so tired. I just want to hang out and eat and, you know, whatever. And so I love to vlog, but, like, I would rather be able to come back from the room. You know, it's like when we go to Mexico or whatever, it's like I try to vlog during the day, so when we come back, like, I don't mind, but it's like, it's nice to just be able to, like, hang out and whatever. So last night I was like, I can't do this. And I was like, I'm just going to go to bed and I'll upload it tomorrow because I did the same thing yesterday. I was like, nobody really cares. Nobody said anything. You guys were so nice. I really, really appreciate it. Because I thought at least somebody would be like, I couldn't go to sleep last night without my vlog. And I felt bad. I felt bad, you know? So anyway, so today I was like, we got up real slow today. So I was like, I gotta do something different. So I was like, I'm gonna try to get my vlog done today. Now, I thought Alex had said he wanted to go over today at 7 o'clock. He said, no, that was last night. I go, but we got over there to see Miss Monique. Okay, this has been the joke of the trip so far. He's real over the joke. But the joke is, press on Miss Monique, because I said that yesterday. I thought I said push it. I think I've said it like 5 different things. He just, like, he laughs sometimes, but, like, he's kind of over at this point. But when he started laughing today, so, you know, I say, like, here's the tea, Miss Lee. Did I come up with that? Is that, like, original thing? I don't think it is. But anyway, so now I've been saying, you better press on Miss Lee instead of Miss Monique, right? And he goes, who's Miss Lee? Oh, look, the bridge is going up right now. You guys want to see it? Do you even care? Look, I'm gonna be like an editor. I never do this in videos, but look, you can see. That's to let the boats through. In case you didn't know that already. They do it like every half an hour. I guess people get real pissed. They're like driving and stuff like that because they have to wait forever apparently. Look, there's the pool at the Hyatt. Today there was like nobody in it when I looked down there. Because I was like, before I left, I was like, should we go to the pool today? Because it was really nice. It was supposed to rain all day today. I sat along the river when I went and got my coffee, and Alex came up here to start getting ready. And look, there was all these people on these boats. These boats are huge. And they were like hooting and hollering and stuff like that. They were having so much fun. I was like, that'd be kind of fun to get a boat here for the day. But then I'd be on it, and then I'd feel kind of trapped. And then I'd be like, I don't know about that. Hold on a second. Is this one going down too? No. What happened to my... So anyway, today, when we got up, the first thing I did was like I jumped out of bed and I put my, I love when my hair gets real white in the sun in the summer. I jumped out of bed and I like went over and thank God the vlog was done. So I like, and like I woke up halfway through the night at like 5:30 or 6, well halfway through my sleeping night, 5:30 or 6. And I looked and the vlog was still not done. And the battery on my computer was still, it was like almost dead. And I was like, I gotta plug in the computer. Like, I don't know what else to do. I know I'm not supposed to because it runs down the battery or whatever, but I was like, whatever. So then I was laying in bed and I was like, I've gotta do something different because until we change hotels, because I think the hotel that we're going to has like better Wi-Fi than here. So I was like, I've gotta do something different. Like I can't, this isn't gonna work. And so, because I feel bad that it's getting up so late. And so I was like, okay, I am going to vlog before, and I don't really have tons to share with you guys because obviously we haven't been to the festival and stuff like that. Well, he's there right now. But I was like, I'm gonna vlog before I go, and then it can be uploading while I'm gone. And then when I come back, hopefully it'll just be uploaded, and hopefully, unless it takes 12 hours again, and then I can post it. So that's my plan for today and tomorrow. And then when we move hotels after the festival, it should be better. So we'll see, hopefully. If not, we'll figure something out. But I gotta come up with like, cause it's like, I mean, I know nobody cares, but it's whatever. So today we got up and I said to Alex, I said, what time are you wanting to go to the festival today? And he was like, well, I really want to see Revo. I've never heard of these people at 2:30. I go, oh honey, I can't, there's no way. Now my back feels better. People are gonna ask, my back feels better today. But it's like gravitating down a little bit. Okay, I just want to say this, and like upper back pain is not associated with kidney stones or whatever. But last year was when the kidney stone thing started. And then when we got back from vacation, like was the, you know, going to the doctors, 2 stents to the emergency room. It was horrible. I am that person, I just will tell you this, that like, if I got sick in January last year, I'll be like, oh my God, am I gonna get sick in January this year? And so we're down here, the whole time I'm like panicked. Like I bought, like the doctors last year gave me Flomax, which is supposed to like, I think it's supposed to like help with kidney stones or like it's like moves water through your, I don't really know what it is, but anyway. So every time that like I start having a little bit of pain, I take it. I will tell you it helps. It's supposed to like, I don't know, break down the, I don't know really what it does, but my doctor told me like that's what I should take and the emergency room did too. So anyway, I brought it down here just in case. I haven't had any kidney stone pain. Like last year it was bad. I didn't even tell the whole extent of that story because to be honest with you, I just was like, I know people will worry and I don't want anybody to worry about me and blah, 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 whatever. But I was really, really worried about going to Mexico because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it at the time that we were down here. It just started. And so I didn't know that it was kidney stones. And I was like, if I get to Mexico and it's like, anyway, I'll tell that story someday down the road. But my back feels better today. But if I'm being active and I'm up and doing stuff, it definitely feels a lot better. So Alex is like, well, I really want to see Revo at 2:30. I've never heard of Revo, let alone do I care if I'm going, and I'm not going over there from 2:30 to 12. There's just absolutely no way. And so, did he text me again? Hold on. I don't know what that is. Anyway, and he's like, I'm thinking about going over to Revo, but it's at 2:30 and that's kind of early for me. I go, well, can't you go and come back, and then we can go over there later if you want. Because he's like, there's not really anybody else that I want to see over there. There's somebody at 4 that he kind of wants. Oh, it's that art bat that we like. And he goes, well, I could stay and see art bat. I go, can't you just go and then come back? He goes, no, you can't do that. Like once you check in for the day, you're there for the day. I did not know that. So, okay, I did not know that. That was good to know. But anyway, so we like talked about who we want to see today and tomorrow. I told him, I said, I want to see Carl Cox tonight. Carl Cox I love, and so he's closing. So this is going to make it real easy for me. Okay, 5:30 to 7 is Eli Brown at the Resistance Megastructure. And then Adam Bear and Joseph Capriati is from 7 to 9. Love both of them. Carl Cox is 9 to 12. So I'm just going to go over there and go right to the Resistance stage. Who's at the main stage tonight? Oh! Oh! I'm going to have to text him. Did you see they changed the main stage? Final act 2. It's not just Steve Angelo and Alesso anymore. It's Swedish House Mafia, which is, there are 2 of 3 of them. Did they change anybody else, like, for tomorrow night? Oh, this is, I might want to go see. I might go over there. Okay, well, what time is? Swedish House Mafia is from 10:40 to 12. The problem is, if we go over there, it's going to be impossible to get in, especially on a Saturday night to the down section. Even if we could just go stand in the back of the general admission area. I said this to Alex today. I said the one thing is the main stage is, he has said for tomorrow, I said for tonight. The thing is, the Resistance stage is fun, but I will say the main stage, it really feels like they're setting off fireworks the whole time. It's just, it feels a lot more exciting. That's the only difference about it, is it's a lot more exciting. This is pool hair straight all the way. Oh, I have a little pool notice to tell you guys too. That'll be exciting. Hold on, what did he text me back? He said it was always tonight. It wasn't all 3 of them. I don't really care, to be honest with you. We saw him in Chicago. I mean, like, I love Swedish House Mafia, but like at this point, like, I would love to see them again, but anyway, I'll be honest with you. My fear right now is that I'm not gonna be able to make it till midnight. Tomorrow, it's over at 11, so I know I'll be able to make it at 11. But anyway, so tonight, when I go over there, my plan is to go over there about 6 and like be at the Resistance stage at 6. So today, he was like, he wanted to see this. Who was the person that I said? I can't remember who it was now. Hold on a second. I think they were at the main stage. He kind of wanted to see Hardwell from 825. Who was this person he wanted to see? Why is this all different now than who it was yesterday? Revo. Oh, that wasn't even, it was at the Resistance to Cove. Oh, I'm so glad he was like, that's what I was talking about, feeling bad about staying for Carl Cox. Well, Carl Cox is for... So we can figure it out when I get there. Right. Just... Well, number 1, let's hope I make it the whole night. Number 2, I just told him, I said I might just catch the last 20 minutes of it. I really just kind of want to see the end of it. Tomorrow night, we are going to end the main stage, which will be cool, because that'll be like, okay. So tomorrow, he really wants to see John Summit. I want to see John Summit. Oh, no, Art Bat wasn't who he wanted, because that's tomorrow at 4:20. Because he was like, do you want to get over there? Or, Rehab, it's 2:10. It's weird. We were talking about how we think it's kind of, the lineup is weird this year. See, I could care less to see Armin van Buuren at 9:30 to 10:30 tonight. I just don't want to go over there and stand by myself in that VIP line to get in somewhere. That's whatever. I always meet people wherever I go. My social anxiety is horrible around people I do know, but around people I don't know. I met people from Montreal today at the pool. So anyway, he was like, so I said, I got up finally, and I was like, I opened the blinds because it was so nice outside. It was supposed to rain. Is this still supposed to rain tomorrow? I can't believe this is going to turn into thunderstorms tomorrow, but you know the weather is always so crazy. Okay, so it's supposed to rain tonight. Let's see. Chance of rain 1% tomorrow. Overcast with rain showers at times. Well, hopefully that changes, maybe. What's Monday? 79, rain showers early with some sunshine later. I mean, the weather, oh, Thursday. Scattered thunderstorms in the morning. It's like, Well, anyway, so I said, do you want to come with me? I'm going to go get coffee. He was like, yeah, I want to go to CVS because he wasn't happy with how he put his glitter on his face last night. So he was like, wanted to get a brush, like a makeup brush for it. This was so funny. So we go into, I was like, do you want to go get coffee with me? Because coffee is like past CVS. And he was like, yeah, he was like, I don't know if I want coffee. He's like, but I'll go with you. I said, but I need to get water. I said, I don't think I've had enough water on this trip. So I got that. And then I got another bottle of it and he got some. And then he told me that the ice machine has like a purified water filter so you can fill it. So I went in there and I got that. And what else did I get? I got something else I was going to show you. Now I don't remember what it was. I got 2 waters, something for the bathroom. Anyway, it's like literally a block from here, so we can go whenever we need something. But, so we were in there, and he's like, you know this stuff. I go, I do? He goes, well, this is what you do your drama videos about. I go, oh, honey, no. I don't do drama videos about what the best brushes are. I don't know that. I said, I can quickly put up an Instagram if you want me to, but somebody within 2 seconds will probably like message me and be like, this is the best brush for glitter. I said, but I don't know what to use. I said, just ask somebody. Okay. My mom and my stepmom say this about my dad, and Alex is the same way. And my dad and Alex are very, very similar, like with their sarcastic humor and things like that. Like, they say you kind of like, friends of mine years ago, I had a friend of mine that they went to this woman, I don't know if she's even in practice anymore, but she sees like a lot of like lesbian and gay couples. She kind of cornered the market on it in Indianapolis, and she wrote a book about relationships and stuff. It's supposed to be fantastic. I've never read it, but anyway, I should. But my friend was seeing her, and she said, and Alex read something later too. God, I can't believe my feet are so tan already. And she said something about, and then Alex read an article about it later too, that like we pick the positive and negative traits that we see like in our parents, like in partners as well. There's a lot about my dad or about Alex that reminds me of, it's not like you're not like working out your issues. Yes, people do that too in relationships, but it's not necessarily that. It's like Alex and my dad's humor is very, very similar. My dad and Alex also will never ask for help. My stepmom and my mom used to always talk about it. Like if my dad was lost, he'd never ask for directions. No, I'm the first person, you know, like I'm confused, like whatever. Alex he's like, no. So there was this woman and she was like stacking the shelves, and I said, I'm really sorry to bother you. Can I ask you a question? And she was like, yeah. And I said, he's trying to figure out, and then he stepped back, like, why are you bothering her? And I'm like, so I said, he's looking for like what's the best brush to put on glitter? Like right away, she acted like she was so excited we asked her, and she's like, oh my God. She was like, well, we've sold out of all the glitter. I was like, no, he's already got glitter, but he just wants a brush. And she goes, okay, we've sold out of all the glitter because of Ultra. And she's like, but let me show you the brush that I would use. And so I walked away, get like travel stuff, and what did I buy? I was gonna show you guys. Something for the bathroom. No, I don't remember. But anyway, oh, I got coconut water too. That's what I was going to show you. I'm not a big drinker of coconut water. Do you guys drink it? So I got this. I got this Smart Water, the alkaline, the 9.5 pH. And is this supposed to be better for you? I am such a fool for marketing. Oh, by the way, I just want to say, somebody so validated my, oh, look who's calling me. Miss Tanya Jean's calling me. Hold on just a second. Let me answer the phone. Hello? How you doing, Miss Tanya Jean? Can I shit. Can I call you back in like a half an hour? I'm getting my vlog done before I head over to Ultra so I can upload it. Can I call you back in like half an hour? All right, love ya. Okay, well then I'll call you when I get home. All right, love you. Okay, bye. Bye. She said she might be napping. So anyway, okay, this is what I was gonna say about the, hold on a second. Somebody's comment so made me feel seen last night. Oh, by the way, Stacy gave me some book recommendations. And then this is where I feel bad because a lot of people are sharing really personal stuff that they're going through right now. And I just want to say, I want to send a lot of love and positivity and prayers. If you believe in them, you don't have to. I do. Out to people that are struggling right now. Stacy shared some stuff that her family's going through. Stacy sending all. The camera stopped. I didn't realize I've been talking for 30 minutes. To everybody that's struggling in the comment section below, let's please send some love to everybody out there right now. Some positive energy and prayers if you believe. I'm a believer in prayer. Okay, so I want to say to the Countess Annie, okay, she said, Peter, I have that Noble, N-O-B-L luggage too. It is freaking junk. Carry on and the larger one. Took it on one trip and it is already trashed. Company doesn't care. Cup holder tore off. Wheels missing, etc. I got in the pretty lavender and the airline must have drug it through tar because it's got black stripes all over it now. Okay, let me just tell you. I got it on sale, which is perpetually on sale. Thank you for validating my feelings. Okay, I'm not even going to try with the company because it's set on there. Okay, like final, sales final. I feel like such an idiot, and this comment made me feel so seen. I don't feel as much of an idiot now because it looks gorgeous, okay? I didn't read any reviews. If I had even read 3 reviews, I would never have bought it. I'm gonna go back to the Kohl's and buy some stuff. But basically, I'm out $500 because let me show you the little compartment things. Hold on real quick. So I'll show you the underwear one because I do think. But I mean, you can buy these like for $20 online. Like, why? Okay? These little compartment things that come with it for free. Is it already ripping? No. So this has all my underwear in it, okay? So like, all my unused underwear. So this is fantastic, okay? But this was not worth $500 for 6 of these and a water bottle. It just wasn't, okay? But anyway, I feel so stupid. Do you ever buy something and then you feel so stupid about it? I feel so stupid. But it is what it is. So anyway, I'm not gonna like cry over it. I feel dumb. Like I haven't bought new luggage in forever and I was so excited about it. Don't buy it. I'm telling you right now. No, I'm doing a full review when I get back on my channel. Do not buy it. It's gorgeous on the outside. It is junk. And I will tell you right now, so the suitcase that I have over there, which is my, I should just show you guys how ripped up it is, but I'm not going to. But anyway, the suitcase that I have over there, like the zipper liner, you know, is all ripped. I don't care. That suitcase has gone through probably 30 trips at this point, and other than the zipper tearing inside, has been fine. And it comes with a medium-sized bag and a carry-on, and it was like $99 for all 3. Alex has the same one and a different one, and it's not scuffed, it's fine. And I will tell you right now, I unpacked my stuff out of the Noble bag and I put it in this. And this bag, which looks side by side, looks the exact same size, is like the Noble bag is, because of all the shit that it's got to make it look pretty, it's a smaller bag inside. Yeah, it's lightweight. Don't buy it. I'm telling you right now, do not buy it. So anyway, so Alex was like, he wanted to go to see Revo today. So we went to the CVS and got stuff, then we went down and got coffee and we walked back and we came back. Oh, so on the way, he goes, like when we got up this morning, he was like, I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to go over and see Revo. And I said, well, do you care if I don't go? Because 2:30 is awfully early for me. I mean, I don't know that I've ever been to the music. Well, so he really loves Crest in San Diego. And so he got 2 tickets. And so he said, do you want to go? And I said, yeah, I'll go. Oh, wait. He said, what did he say? He's missing me, that's why he's texting me so much. He goes, I would do that, maybe even the last 30 to 40, depending on how intense Carl is. I mean, if Carl Cox is, sounds good. If Carl Cox is that good, then I'll stay over there. And they put little dancing guy emojis. I love Carl Cox. But anyway, the guy at the coffee shop today was like my age, and he must have seen this. He was so nice. And he goes, are you guys down here for Ultra? And I said, yeah. And he goes, I was crying last night watching it on YouTube. And I go, oh, you watch it on YouTube? He's like, yeah. And he's like, I was crying. And he's like, who did you go see? And I said, Miss Monique. I don't know her a lot. He goes, oh my God, she's fantastic. I love her so much. And not like, I mean, that's how I speak, but he kind of like that. And then he goes, did you see Masano before him? And I was like, yeah, he's really good, but I don't know anything about him, and I didn't know anything about vintage culture. He goes, two of my favorite DJs. This guy was like my age. He goes, my wife was laughing at me because I was crying so hard watching it. And I go, so you didn't go? And he goes, no. He goes, I don't really go as much anymore. He goes, but I went the very first like 5 years, and then like probably every other second or third year we go to it. I was like, well, that's fun. So anyway, so Alex was like, yeah, I think I'm going to go to Revo. And I said, okay. I said, do you care if I don't? And I said, and I'll head over there about 5. And I already was like, that's 7 hours. Because I told him this morning when I woke up, like my back is like kind of shifted. It's kind of going down a little bit. He was like, does your back feel better? And I said, it does. I said, but I'm afraid if I'm like standing on it for 7 hours. I think, to be honest with you, had I kept on standing last night, I could have made it. I think when I finally sat down, because Alex was like, just go back and sit, like, go to the back and sit down. And I think when I sat down, I was kind of done. Do you ever get to that point? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's an older person kind of thing, because I didn't feel like this when I was in my 20s. But like, when I sat down, it was kind of like over. Like, I got up and continued to dance, and I sat down again. But like that first time, I was kind of like, okay, I'm done. Like, I was kind of resigned to leaving. Do you love that I wore my t-shirt today? That I wore to, listen. This is why I overpack, because I end up wearing the same things. I've worn these pink shorts now 3 days in a row and don't care. So anyway, I mean, they're just my, well, I did wear them out to the CVS and the coffee shop today. I think my hair looks kind of cute, like this. But I'm gonna wear a hat tonight. So anyway, should I, or should I just wear my hair? I should do my hair, shouldn't I? No, but I like a hat. I brought that, oh my God, this guy at the pool today, he was, everybody was like my age, I feel like I see. He had this hat on that said fucking freezing, and that's a D squared hat. I've never seen, I've seen a lot of icon hats, but I've never seen a fucking freezing hat before, and I know because I have one. But it's like half, I don't wear it because it's cheesy. Like half of the bill is cut off. Anyway, so I said, do you care if I don't go when you go? He goes, no, not at all. And I said, that's when I said, are you going to go and come back? And he was like, you can't leave once you go. I said, oh, no, I'm definitely not going to know. So I said, well, I'll let you know what time I'm going to go. And so when we came back, he came right up here to start getting ready, because we got back here at like 1:30. I think we were back to the hotel. And I said, well, I don't know why I keep on going over there, but I said, I'm going to walk along the river and sit down here for a second. And he was like, I was listening to my audiobook, because I brought my AirPods with me. And I am loving this audiobook, by the way, TJ Newman. The second one sucked. I thought it did. But this one, worst case scenario, is so good. I have an hour and 45 minutes left of it. So I feel like I'm going to bang out these books on this trip. Like, other than us watching TV, I haven't even opened my iPad on this trip yet. I've just been listening to audiobooks. So anyway, he goes, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to get ready. And I said, okay. Well, it was so nice out. I said something to him. I go, this would have been a good day for the pool. And he goes, yeah, it would have. Well, they have pool parties here every day with a DJ. And so, but I think Thursday and Friday were like the legit pool parties, where like people had to pay to get in unless you're a guest here, and then you can just stay. But there's no seats at the pool. So I went up to the pool, and there was a DJ, and the pool was pretty busy. I mean, it was packed, like there were seats everywhere at the pool, but it wasn't, like, it was doable. There was a seat here and there, you know? And so I was like, I'm gonna go to the pool, fuck it. Like I'm trying to live in the moment and live my best life. Like, I'm not gonna just sit in the room. Like, I'm gonna go to the pool. So I went up to the room, he was getting ready. I think I got up here, I didn't sit down by the river very long, like probably 15 minutes. I got up here, it was before 2. It was like 10 till 2. And I said, I'm gonna go down to the pool. I said, the pool's really nice. And he was like, okay. And I said, you don't care? He's like, no, not at all. He was like, I'm gonna go to the festival, you have fun. I said, okay. I said, at that point, I said, I'm gonna get over there between 5 and 7 sometime. He was like, babe, I'll be fine. He was like, you just have fun. I said, okay. So I went down the pool. I mean, I literally like threw on my swimsuit. You guys are gonna be so proud of me, okay? Because if Alex is there, one of us can watch our stuff. We've kind of learned that since the Vegas situation, which is hard because if you're not sitting in the pool right in front of your stuff, like you can't really, you know. But this time, do you wanna know what I took? I took the room key. I didn't even wear a hat. I didn't take my phone. I took the room key and my t-shirt, and I took a bottle of water. That was it that I took at the pool. And when I sat down, there was like these 3 chairs, okay? And it was right in front of the pool. All I really wanted to do was get in the pool. I just wanted to take my shirt off and get in the pool. And I wore my new swimsuit too. It was brown, it was cute. It's like this kind of burgundy brown. But anyway, so there were these 2 guys and this girl, They were the ones I met from Montreal. And they were kind of ripped a little bit already, like drunk, ripped. And so she was she was sitting on the chair with the guy, and then there was an empty chair next to her but had towels and stuff on it. And then those two chairs were together. It's like all the chairs were in twos, you know what I mean? And so she was sitting on the chair with him, and there was a guy on another chair, and they were all like three talking. So her back was turned to the chair. So I said to the one guy, I said, "Are you guys using these chairs?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "Those are free." I go, "Are you sure they're free?" And I said, "I just want him to get in the pool anyway. I can just throw my stuff down here." I honestly thought, when I went up there the first time, I thought, I'm just gonna, because they have like these like VIP, like, what do you call them? Like lounge chair kind of thing. Like they're big, you know. And I was like, I'll just throw my stuff next to that and just get in the pool. And then when I get out, I'll just throw my t-shirt. I wasn't gonna lay out. I was just gonna be in the pool. And so I started sitting down, and I moved the towel from the chair that I was on, because I just needed one chair, to the other chair, like the towel that was already there. And the girl whipped around. She goes, "That's my chair." And I go, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "Both of these?" She goes, "We need all those." Or the chair next to it, not the one. I said, "I just need one chair." And she goes, and her boyfriend was like, "It's okay. He asked me. I told him he could have the chair." She goes, "It's my chair." I was like, "I'm sorry." I go, "I asked him, and he said that you weren't using these chairs." And he's like, he said to her, he goes, "Settle down, it's fine." He goes, "He asked me." She's my chair. So then I sat there for a second. I took my shirt off. I was like, shit, should I leave? And then I got in the pool. Well, they got in the pool, and then I got in the pool. I was kind of scared. He was like when she turned around, he was like, it's fine. So anyway, I got in the pool, and I was in the pool forever. I do feel like I got some sun today, though. So anyway, I stayed down there from like 2 to like 3:30. And I stayed in the pool. I was kind of scared to get out and be on the chair, to be honest with you. I didn't want to get yelled at again. And so I got out. The guys had like gone somewhere, and she was just by herself. And like she had fallen asleep for like a half an hour and woke up. And when I came to the chair, because like she's sitting now right next to me, right? And she goes, "I'm so sorry about earlier." I said, "Oh, no, I'm sorry." She goes, "No, I was so rude to you." She goes, "I didn't mean to be a bitch." And I go, "Oh, it's fine." I said, she goes, "You asked my boyfriend." She goes, so anyway, we started talking. And she's like, are you sure? I said, "It's totally fine." I said, "I am so sorry." And she goes, "No, it wasn't. I'm sorry," whatever. So anyway, so she was like, "Where are you from?" I said, "Indianapolis." And she's like, "Are you down here for the festival?" And I said, "Yeah." She wasn't. They were just down here from Montreal, and then their friend lives in Jacksonville. She was so sweet. We ended up having the nicest conversation. So anyway, I stayed there until like 3:30, and then I came back. Well, the sun was kind of going behind the building, and I was like, I'm gonna go back and vlog now. That way it can be like uploading, you know? And then, so anyway, talked to her. The pool was crowded, but it wasn't like packed crowded. I was kind of surprised. And the DJ was so good. What was his name? It was something kind of cheesy. So my first boyfriend after I got sober was a DJ. I think I've told you guys that before. Like, not like a serious DJ. He DJs a lot down here now, but like for clubs and stuff like that. I mean, but his DJ, what was his first? He like changed it like every month. It was so funny. He'd make these mixtapes, and they would say like his name on it. Why can't I think of what his DJ name was? But this guy's name was DJ Top Feeling. It kind of what was it? Why can't I remember what his DJ name was? It was so funny, his first one. Because he like really thought about it, and he was so proud of it when he came up with it, and it was so cheesy. And so this guy had like his computer, and it was set up, and I was like, is his name really DJ Top Feeling? Like, he's not gonna get booked any, nothing with, but he was really good. He played, I Wanted to Dance with Somebody, but this really bassy remix to it. He played all this really good stuff, like he was good. So look up DJ Top Feeling, I'll give a shout out to him. He was really good, especially for a pool party, because it was kind of like loungy, but it was like kind of like high energy loungy. I don't know, and everybody was in the pool. It was really fun. I had a good time down there. So anyway, literally got back, changed, and came right in the room. Okay, here is my, I've had this before, but I'm not a big drinker of this. The Vita Coco Extra Coconut Water. Extra coconut. You want to know a true story? No, you want to know a fake story? Okay. When I was a kid, I hated coconut. I hated coconut on cake. I hated coconut anything. I hated the feeling of it. But now as I've gotten older, I really, really like coconut stuff. Okay, this is supposed to be really good for you, supposedly. Extra coconut, why? Hydrating coconut goodness and extra coconutty taste. And perfect for workouts, smoothies, rough mornings, and more. It's 120 calories per container. 24 carbs. 20 sugars, 0 protein. I've seen a lot of people drink this down here. Do you want to know my success? A lot of you are just going to be like, huh? And then others of you are going to be like, oh my God, I so relate. This is my success. I'm going to show you my success. This is the first trip I've ever been able to do this in almost 20 years. I love hotel room robes, okay? But as a bigger person, most of my life, I have not been able to wear bigger robes. Hotels do not make bigger robes for bigger people. They just don't, okay? It's been one of my pet peeves for the last 20 years, okay? That I have never been able to comfortably fit into a robe. Like, I know it's like, if you're, I feel like I gotta take this off because the white's like washing me out. Hold on. I feel like if you're not a bigger person, you so do not relate to that whatsoever. Like, you don't. It's like, there's a few things that, like, if you're not bigger, you don't relate to. It's like a fear of buying things online if you don't like to return stuff, because you never know what sizes are online. Going into stores, and most stores only go up to a certain size. I mean, there's been a lot of times in my life that I was a 42, 44 pant, and a lot of like stores, like Kohl's I was talking about, they only go, back in the day, they would only go up to 36. So it was like, you can't get anything in that store, But robes are like one thing. It's like, this is so funny. I remember years ago talking about like things that people don't think about, gay couples not having like rights, that like, I remember referencing like a gym membership. Like, we couldn't get, as a married couple, but we weren't legally married. We couldn't get, I know this sounds so petty, but we couldn't get a family membership. Actually, Lifetime Fitness, the guy was like really cool. This was before we were legally married, and he was like, okay, you guys have the same residence, you live together, I'm gonna let you do it. So what we would have to do for gym memberships is and this is back when gym memberships were not like Planet Fitness, $5 a month. They were like $100. So we would each have to pay $100 for membership, when any other couple could pay $100 for a family membership. We couldn't do that. And I think it's like one thing that people, like, you don't think about things like that. And I'm sure with any kind of whatever, like, marginalized community, I mean, bigger people aren't marginalized communities. I don't know if I would think of it that way, but you know what I mean? Like, whatever your background story is or what makes you up as a person, you view the world in a way that other people never would. And I always felt like, I never really would get mad about it, but I can remember I would go into a hotel and like that would be one of the first things I would do, is try on like the robe, and it would never fit. Like, never. I feel like there was a hotel we stayed in a while ago and they had like extra large robes. It's like when I would go to the hospital and stuff like that, like scrubs or like hospital gowns never fit me either. Like, even the largest one, like the 2XL, it would not fit me. And you'd think like in a hospital, there was a medical thing that I had to go do years ago, and what was it? And I was so embarrassed because they were trying to find like a gown to fit me and they couldn't find, and I just was so embarrassed. So anyway, I hadn't tried on the robe until last night when I took a shower, and I was like, oh my God, this hospital robe fits me. I cannot believe this. It was just such a moment for me. I don't know how to explain it. They're small moments, like, also like last night when, we were at the festival, like Alex he thought the pictures were real cute. I don't. But they were like, when I was standing in front of like the main stage area, he always does one every year. I didn't think the pictures of me were cute. I'll put together some like photo album from my Instagram. But he was like, your legs look so good from walking. I was like, really? He's like, they're so muscular. He's like, your legs are so muscular from walking. Because I mean, I walk all the time, And I told him last night on the way home, or I told him today when we were coming back from the coffee shop in CVS, I said, you know what? It's interesting because my back hurt yesterday. My feet felt great in those shoes. I said, so I really started, it's so interesting because people online are like, he lost so much weight so quickly. No, I really didn't. I really did. I mean, people are like, it was so quickly. No. And I've shared how I did it. And okay, after the accident, I was like 268, 264, okay? And then after the accident, I was like hardly eating anything. I lost 30 pounds. I did nothing to try to lose that. That's what happened, okay? Then a year after that, I had pancreatitis. I lost like another 15 pounds after that, okay? Then I just was stagnant. Then I did the weight loss journey on, on the channel for a year. And I just like, I went up, I went down, I went up, I maintained. I was like up 2, down 2, up 2. I just maintained. I'm not like, you know, it's interesting when I look at that period of life where I was like, because a lot of people have asked me, do you think like filming it is like what kept you? No, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm glad I did it. I think if I wasn't filming it, I think I would have gained all of my weight back. I really do. Because I wasn't at a point yet where I was like really wanting, I mean, I was like, I talked to the personal trainer, met with the personal trainer, met with a dietitian, but like none of it was clicking for me. And then last year was when the doctor was like, you are like not in good, this is not good. Like you need to, like you're pre-diabetic, you're like right on the edge. My AC1s or whatever they're called, I don't know what they're called, but like all my blood work came back horrible. And so it was really like right before I can't remember when exactly, Alex and I were talking about it today. It was right before we came on vacation, and then the kidney stone thing, and then the blood work with that was not great. And then when we got back from vacation, I had started walking before that when I was like really making a commitment. So, and at that point, I was like, I think it was like 220, 225. And so I don't know what people consider like a lot of weight in a year, but I don't consider 40 pounds a lot of weight in a year. I just don't. I mean, that's what I've lost in a year is 40 pounds over 12 months. I mean, what is that? They say 2 pounds a week is what you're supposed to use. So, I mean, it's been a year. It was when we got back from Ultra last year, or Ultra in Mexico, that I started walking. I changed everything. So, 40 divided by 12 is, I mean, 3 pounds a month. People think that that's like, and it's interesting because like on my drama channel, people be like, oh my God, like he has lost so much weight. No, I haven't. Like it's been a year. Like if you watch my vlog, you know, I've been talking about the walking and the changing of the eating. It's been a year, and I had lost weight previously to that. After the accident, I did nothing to lose that weight. Nothing. I just wasn't eating and I was sitting in a chair. I was completely immobile. And I remember my doctor telling me like, he's like, you're gonna have no muscle tone, no muscle mass or whatever. And that was like last year, and that was when I was like, I'm starting to walk. Now my next goal, which has been my goal for like the last 6 months, is to pick up those damn weights that I bought and the cruncher machine and really start lifting and getting into even more shape. The walking is great, but I really want to start lifting and like full body, all of that. Like, but I'm really proud of what I've attained in the last year. And I was telling Alex, I said, you know, there's such a difference. We were walking back from coffee today. I said, because we were talking about what a fun time we had yesterday. And I said, I felt really bad for leaving early. He was like, babe, don't, he's like, do what you can do, you know? He's like, and I said, if my back wasn't hurting, I'm really hoping I can make it tonight. But I said to him, I said, I will tell you one thing. Like last year compared to today, weight-wise, like I can dance and move in a way that like, what I notice most is how out of breath I was. Like, as a heavier person, I mean, do you guys remember forever my doctors wanted me under 200 pounds? Forever. Forever. So when people act like I lost weight like that quickly, no, it didn't happen that quickly. My doctors were on my ass forever to be below, all they wanted me was to be below 220, you know? And, I mean, when thumbnails come up of me online and stuff like that, and they show pictures of me from like a couple of years ago, I was like, girl, you were big. Like, I don't even think I realized it. I mean, I knew because people would body shame me and stuff like that, but like, I don't know. I wasn't spending a lot of time in a mirror. When you're bigger, you don't want to look at yourself a lot in the mirror. I knew because certain clothes wouldn't fit me. I knew that. But I had a friend of mine years and years and years ago, she wanted to lose a lot of weight. I mean, this is when we first got sober. She wanted to lose like 50 pounds, but she wanted to lose it over like 3 years because if she lost it over a long period of time, she'd keep it off. And I remember talking to my doctor about that, and he was like, that is true. Like, the slower that you lose it, the slower you'll gain it back. I'm proud of the fact that I like took my time in losing it. And that I listened to my doctor's advice. I mean, it literally took me sitting in a doctor's office where my doctors were like, you're sitting on the verge of having a heart attack. You know, you don't eat healthy, you're not healthy, you're not active, your weight is, and it's like, I was already on cholesterol medicine. You know, it just was not good. And I really think it's sad. This is why I'm such a believer in preventative health. This is, I thought the battery stopped. This is, oh no, the battery just go to the halfway mark. This is something I wish I would have got in my 20s and 30s. It's just to stay active, make better food choices. I don't know, but I really think that I really had to look at like my addiction of being sober of 31 years and really look at my food addiction. Like I really had, even though there was a disconnect for me there. But going to Ultra last night, even coming back early, you know, from the back pain and stuff like that, and to be honest with you, I just was kind of like ready to get back to, you know, but I had fun. It was so much easier to dance and stuff. I can't even explain to you guys heavier, like how hard it was even to just run up. I mean, I wouldn't run up the stairs, going up the stairs, or, you know, Alex and I were talking about how much I'm walking Walter and Otis. It's something I look forward to every single day. Part of the reason, and I know that there are people that are bigger that walk their dogs and walk and all that kind of stuff. It was just really, I just didn't enjoy any kind of physical activity whatsoever, even taking the dogs for a walk. I mean, I regret it in retrospect. I wish I had taken Boo and Tucker and Pee-Pee on walks. Boo and Tucker weren't lovers of walking anyway. Pee-Pee would have, but I remember when I was with my ex, and there was a period when I wanted to lose some weight, and I remember I went over to the gym, and prior to us meeting, because we were both thin when I met, not thin, but we were thinner, and I mean, I literally put on probably 80 to 100 pounds in that relationship, and so did he, and I remember I worked out, like went to the treadmill at the gym. We had a gym in our apartment complex, and I can remember back in the day, like running, like, I've talked about this before, I was like an avid runner. I ran like, you know, 5 to 10 miles every day. That's like not an exaggeration, that's like truth. And that was probably the healthiest I've ever been in my entire life. That was before I was a vegetarian. You know, I talk a lot about like the health of vegetarianism. I don't know, the healthiest I've ever felt in my life food-wise was when I was eating like breast of chicken, things like that, like vegetables, like, you know, I think of the food pyramid. I mean, I was eating the food pyramid and I was really healthy. So I don't know. Whenever I talk to my doctor about being a vegetarian, he's like, I see positives and negatives to it. He was like, you know, we don't really get into tons of conversations about it. But through the years, if something comes up that's related to it, maybe, but, what was I gonna say? I remember working out on the treadmill, and I could like do like, I came back, it was like, I can't even remember how long it was real short. And I said, I can't even like walk. I definitely can't run on a treadmill. I don't know how to do this. And he goes, you've gained 100 pounds. And I go, yeah, I know. And he goes, it's like you're carrying a backpack, doing the run you did before. Because I would run on that same gym, you know, treadmill, ran outside too. But he's like, it's like you're running on a treadmill, the same run that you used to do with 100 pounds in a backpack that you're carrying, and you haven't done it in like 6 years, which was so true. The walking, like, every day, I don't know, I just don't think about being active anymore in a way that, like, I mean, I can remember coming down to Ultra and being, like, dreading it. Like, there's no way I can stand on my feet. There's no way that I can, like, dance for this many hours. I would dread it. I was excited about it, but I was like, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna be so out of breath. Especially, like, I look at some pictures from back in, you know, years, because they've been popping up in memories. I was so heavy. And last night, I just didn't feel like that. I felt like I could, like, for the first time in a long time, like, I really just was able to, like, be in my skin. And even last year, I was thinner than, I mean, last year was the thinnest I'd ever been at Ultra, and I was still really heavy. You know, I look at pictures from last year, and I was like, well, you were thinner, but you were still really heavy. But I wasn't, like, I just started walking. You know, I started walking on the weight loss journey, but I wasn't walking like I'm walking now, like you know, I started walking, because I can remember before we came down here, I walked like the night before our plane took off. I don't know if I talked about that, but I remember walking like that night at like 10 o'clock at night, because I was like, I gotta get my walk in. So I don't remember when the walking started. I walked on the weight loss journey like that whole year that I was filming it. The light is changing, can you tell? I walked during the weight loss journey, but nothing like I'm doing now. Not like, there would be days where I'd walk like an hour and a half, but like now it's like almost, unless it's really cold and icy outside and stuff like that, but now I'm walking consistently an hour and a half to 2 hours every single day. It's funny when people are like, there's no way he's walking that much. Most of the people in my neighborhood walk more than that. Like my neighborhood and the outside neighborhood, they walk twice a day for probably an hour to an hour and a half, like twice a day. So they're walking, or 2 hours, 3 to 4. I mean, we'll talk about it. There's people that I've seen, they'll be like, oh yeah, I take like a 2-hour walk in the morning, a 2-hour walk in the afternoon. I just listen to podcasts or I listen to my radio shows. There's a lot of people that do that. There's a lot of people that run like for an hour and a half. I mean, we have friends of ours that do like 30-mile marathons and stuff like that. That's nothing to them. And you know, it's interesting too, because like once I hit like the 45-minute mark, I could probably walk for 4 hours. It's kind of like when those endorphins kick in. So yeah, and I was real conscious yesterday of like being at the thing and getting my steps in and stuff like that, because I'm real conscious of my steps and stuff now. But I did feel better yesterday at the festival. And then when I came back, like I'm not winded, you know, like I don't know. I don't think I ever realized, like, there is glass all along out here, like a glass broke somewhere. I don't think I really realized, like, the toll that the weight was taking on my body in other areas. I just didn't get it. But then when I put the robe on last night, I carried it into the bathroom, and I was like, it fits. Like, I was so excited about it. And I was like, told Alex, I was like, oh my God, the robe fits and whatever. So that was my exciting success. The camera stopped. My success moment for the trip. And also being able to dance. Our friend that we saw, because we see her when we come down to Miami, and she said something about, she's like, I can't, she's like, you look, she's like, I've seen the picture, she's like, but in person, she's like, you just glow, like, you just seem so much happier. And I was like, thank you. And she's like, you just look unbelievable. And I said, I know. I was like, but you know, the wings and the neck. And she's closer to my age anyway. And she goes, Peter, that's gonna happen to all of us as we get older. And she goes, you just seem, like, there's just something about you that just seems so much happier. And she said, I'm just happy for you, you know? And she's like, it just affects everything around. You can just tell, like, you're just happier, you know? And I do feel like that. And I'm conscious of this, but I'm also like, there are moments where I'm just like, I have to just let go of it. You know, like, I'll sometimes like go like this in the mirror. I'm like, who cares? You know, you live once, enjoy the moment. So enjoy the moment. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here now, and I'm gonna try to start uploading this vlog. Gotta be crazy if I got it uploaded and to post at 9:30 tonight. Well, I don't know what's going on with the vlog. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying, hopefully, because I'm gonna rest here for a minute, and then I'm gonna start getting ready, because it's like right now. I must have got right back here and just started vlogging right away, because it's right now 4:34. So I'm gonna upload the vlog, or render the vlog. That'll take like 5-10 minutes, and then start uploading it. And I'm gonna rest for like a half an hour, and then start taking a shower, and then I'm gonna head over about 5:30 or 6 probably. So hopefully the vlog, if it's not uploading while I'm gone, hopefully it'll be uploaded before I leave, and then it'll go. If you see it at 9:30 tonight, then baby, it worked, okay? And then we'll do the same thing tomorrow. But if it does, and tomorrow might be a shorter vlog because we're going over there earlier because it ends earlier. But unless it's really nice then tomorrow, then I am going to the pool. Because today I was like, would I have more fun being at the festival for 8 hours or go to the pool for 2? And I also thought that it would help my back feel better going in the pool today. So I was like, I don't regret going to the pool. It was so nice. I had a really fun time at the pool today. And I also didn't need to take anything. It was kind of nice not having my phone, honestly. You know, like, I always like get out of the pool and check my phone. It was kind of nice, like, not needing to check. I left it in the room. I was like, I don't need it, you know, my phone or anything. But anyway, so we'll see how this works tonight, and then we'll do it tomorrow, and then when we change hotels, we'll see how that works and stuff like that. So anyway, thank you for keeping up with me. Vacation vlog day 3. Can you believe it's day 3 already for vacation vlogs? The vacation is going so fast. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Saturday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and of course, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.